So as ever, just starting today in our comfortable seat, with the breath flowing in and out of the body. Just using this space to really relax out of our day. We have a little bit of time to ourselves in this practice where we can let go of any distractions. Just commit to giving yourself this little bit of space within your day. Now to start with, don't change your breath. Just let it flow in and out. Nice and fluid, just regularly. The breath is accessible to us. This is why it makes a great way of focusing the mind, concentrating the mind, and we're going to use that in today's practice. So bring the hands to your center, press the palms together. Let's lengthen through your spine, strengthen your posture. Feel nice and strong in your seat, even through your sit bones. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. 2 more times. And relax the hands. Perfect. We're going to untuck the feet. And what we're going to do to start with is we are going to take our time to really set ourselves up in Shavasana and find a comfortable seat, because we're going to be staying there for the practice. Now, what I'd like you to do is just allow your heels to come over to corners of your mat. Perfect. Now from that position, just make sure you're on your sit bones. And then slowly lowering yourself down, bring yourself down. But you'll notice to start with, you might not be that even when you're laying down. Now that sounds a bit odd, like being even when you're laying down. But if you were to take your awareness into your body now, do you feel grounded? Do you feel like the weight is distributed evenly between the heels, the hips, the shoulders? I don't. I can feel that my head needs to adjust, my shoulders, my hips a little bit, and my knee and my left ankle. So just take a little bit of time to make your adjustments. Perfect. Keep your chin away from your chest. And I want you to take your awareness to where your body meets the mat, the point of contact between your body and the mat. And just focus on that. Now as you pass your awareness down from the back of your head to the backs of your heels, it's almost like you're scanning. Notice if there's any positions with more weight, or if there's any positions that just don't quite feel comfortable. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to expand the body in all directions. So naturally, when we breathe in, it's only our belly and our torso really that's going to expand, because that's where obviously our lungs are. However, your attention, your focus can be expanding the whole body, and you'll feel sensations through the body. So let's take a deep breath in together and see if we can feel this. Inhale. Feel the whole body expand in all directions. And as you let go, Just feel the body become relaxed. Take another deep breath in. Expand in all directions. And relax. Let your breath go. Just feel the body dissolving. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. I've mentioned this before in a previous class, but for me, the analogy of the tide helps with this. So your deep inhale is the tide flooding. You breathe in. The tide flows through, filling up. And as you exhale, the tide ebbs. And as the tide ebbs, you get to see what's there. See what was once submerged. And as the tide ebbs, as you exhale, you relax the tension. You let go. You allow the body to find its central point. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just notice how your body feels. What's underneath the tide? What's underneath the tension? And this is where you can make subtle adjustments if you need. Now, this is a lovely little ritual, just a little sequence to do to take you into Shavasana. Every time you get there, just take 1, 2, 3, 5 breaths where you feel the tide flowing in, flooding, and then ebbing. And on every ebb, just feel the body finding its space, going deeper into its relaxation. And it really gives you the opportunity to discover where you're truly at. When our mind is busy, we can often forget or even just overlook how our body is feeling. We can ignore little niggles, any build up of tension. Now, this is a very conscious practice, a very aware practice. So although we're laying down and perhaps we have our eyes closed, I want you to keep your attention sharp. Although we're breathing deeply, we're breathing consciously. Our awareness is sharp. Now I want you to pass your awareness through the body, just like before, from the point of contact from the back of the head all the way to the feet. This in itself is its own little practice, one of surrender, one of self-exploration, and one of just chilling out. So let's just spend a moment to really be aware of how our body feels here. Being present enough to make any adjustments if we need. But keep the attention sharp, present, and focused. still here. Your awareness is still focused. Avoid any temptations to go deeper than you need right now. That will come a little later. But before we do that, I want to kind of expand on this foundation. The foundation of the breath and also this position. And see if we can keep that sharp awareness and focus throughout. So let's take it a little bit further, only a tiny step, but a little bit further. Slowly begin to bring your knees up towards your chest. Cool. Take the knees in the hands. Now just allow the feet to be where they need to be. And if the feet are touching ground, if the hips are width apart, fine. If your heels are by your bum, no problem. If you want to keep them up, that's cool. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Same practice. The tide flows in on the inhale. Exhale. Revealing where you're at. Perfect. Okay, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Swap the hands over. Bring the left hand to the right knee. Extend the left foot up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Has the position changed? Do you feel different? This is a practice of awareness and breath, not necessarily our asanas or postures. Have awareness of how the body feels in contact with the mat. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower that left leg, imperceptibly slow. Naturally, the movement's going to outlast the breath, so breathe in your own way, your own rhythm, moving nice and slow. We're going to hold at the bottom just before our foot meets the mat. Drop your awareness into your hip flexors, the top of the leg. Just notice. Notice how the weight through the back is changing as your central point of gravity is shifting. And we're going to hold just above the mat. Breathe. And slowly begin to bring the foot back up. Now you're going to have some more sensations to focus on here on the lift. That's okay. Come up as fast as you need here. Just really tuning into your hip mechanics in your body. And when you reach the top, folding at the knee. Take a moment here just to feel the difference in the legs, if there is any. Check back in with the back grounded upon the mat. Make any adjustments if you need. This breath of breathing in, the flooding tide and the ebbing tide, can be used in pretty much any asana. It may struggle in things like arm balances or where you really need to keep a strong core and focus, but most other postures This is just a beautiful way of finding out where you're at in that posture, in that asana. So feel free to use it later on in this practice and at your home practice or any other videos or recordings or classes you're doing. Okay, I'll take the left hand, the right hand over the left knee. There we go. Send the right leg up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And then just like before, slowly lower it down. Just being present with the sensations of your right leg. Don't worry if you're moving faster than I am. Don't worry if you can't hold the leg above the floor. It's not about the physical posture here. It's about the breath and the awareness. And we'll hold at the bottom if you're with me. If you're still moving, take your time, there's no rush. Check in with the body on the mat. And then slowly begin to raise the leg back up. See if you can notice how that changes, how your body lays upon the mat. Deep focus. Feel the fibers of your muscles working, lifting up the leg, slowly raising it back to the center. And folding at the knee when you're at the top. Perfect. Take a deep breath in. Okay. I'm going to move into a twist here. Just really simple postures today. Now, if you do have any niggles in the lower back or spine, then just be mindful of this one. It might be better for you if you lower the knees on the floor and take the twist with your feet on the floor. But if that's not the case for yourself, then what I'd like you to do is, from your kneeling, your knees to your chest, take your right hand to your left knee, your left hand to the side of the body in a T shape or perpendicular to the body. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, as the tide goes out, slowly drop the knees over to the right, keeping the left shoulder blade on the floor, using your core muscles the whole way. Now your right hand can support you deeper in this. If it puts too much pressure on, then just bring it to your hip, and then just let gravity bring you deeper into the twist. And this is a beautiful posture to really experience that breath with. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, feel the whole body expand in all directions. And ebb out. Breathe in. And out. Last exhale. Let's just spend a few moments with a nice regular breathing pattern to explore this. Now the tide has receded, it's ebbed. See what's there. And the next inhale, release, slowly activating the core, lifting back up, back to the center. Bring the hands over the knees. If you like here, just to create some little circles to the lower spine. It's a nice way just to finish this posture. Okay. Let's take the left hand over the right knee, the right hand to the side of the body. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, over. When you feel set, take a deep breath in and exhale. Just feel the body dissolve. Allow your apprehension reflexes just to let go. Your anti-gravity muscles, just relax a little bit. Now take your awareness to the points of contact that are being supported. And exhale. When you're ready, slowly begin to lift the knees back up towards the center. Take some circles to the lower spine in the same direction. Perfect. Okay. We're going to move into happy baby pose. So thread the hands through. Take either the fingers over the soles of the feet or hook the big toe and slowly bring the legs back. Very good. I'm just going to allow my knees just to sink towards the floor with my arms kind of as the weight. If you have to wiggle the hips a little bit just to make sure that there's no pinching in the hip, feel free. For those who want more hamstring stretch, you can start to straighten the legs out here, but make sure that the lower back stays nice and anchored on the mat. Remember, breathe, breathe, and awareness. Deep breaths in. Long, deep exhalations out, just like the ebbing tide. Let's go one more breath here. And exhale, release the toes. Release the heels. Bring the knees together. the soles of the feet together, the feet together and the soles of the feet on the mat. Bring the heels up towards the bum. We're going to finish today's practice with a few repetitions of Setu Bandhasana, or bridge posture. I'm going to come into stillness at the top of that. So find your ground between your toes, your heels, and the balls of your feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And as you inhale, squeeze the glutes, tuck the tailbone, press in to the feet, feeling the hips rise to the sky. Keep your chin away from the chest and make sure that the weight is even for your shoulder blades. You're not pushing into the neck. You have a nice strong line running from the heels up to the knees, and then a nice straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Creating a strong posterior chain, a chain of movement, a chain of energy, strength. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. And this time, as you exhale, drop the bum slowly towards the floor with control, just releasing the tension of the glutes. But just before you reach the floor, squeeze back up to the center. And exhale at the tip of your breath. I'm just going to repeat that movement for a few breaths. And we're going to hold at the top. And slowly exhale, allowing the back to roll down bit by bit until the tailbone reaches the floor and you feel the weight just disperse evenly. And now we can just allow the left foot to find the corner and the right foot to find the corner as we come back to Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And just keep repeating this breath. Until you feel completely relaxed. The inhale, the whole body expands. Exhale, the tide ebbs. And with every ebbing tide, feel your body become more relaxed. With every ebb, feel the mind becoming more focused. More aware. More connected. want you to explore this concept. This concept of the ebbing breath, taking away tension. But not just of the body, of our mind too. Let it wash away any frustrations, any concerns. Anything in our day that can disturb our peace. And every time we do, we reveal a little bit more. A little bit more of our true nature. A deep-rooted awareness. Whose very nature is peaceful, content, at ease, and free. The worries of our mind and the aches of our body can often make us forget, cloud the water. And using things, techniques, practices that are available to us, as simple as the ebb of your exhale, the flow of your inhale, the incomprehensible consciousness, awareness that is just present laying upon your mat. The act of lying down, giving yourself time. Are ways of bringing yourself back to that peace. So for the next minute, I'm going to spend it in silence before we come to our seat, I want you just to relax into this space, into this peace, into the peace that you've created. Don't worry about the time, I'll bring you around. Now we're going to bring our awareness back to our body, or wherever it has drifted off to, with a deep, flooding breath. So begin to inhale and feel your body expand as your presence feels the body. And let that go. Breathe in. Exhale. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms above the head, the feet together. You stretch out today's practice. Very good. Very good. Now taking your time, rolling to a side, it feels good for you. You can start to make your way up to a seated position. Keep your gaze soft, with your eyes closed. We're going to come back to the position that we started today's practice in. Good. When you found your comfortable seat, we're going to take 5 deep breaths, but this time, on the exhale, we're going to sigh that out. We're going to bring in a little bit more energy just to kind of wake up after that deep relaxation. If you're watching this on a recording before bed, then skip the deep exhalations and just slow your breath down and just keep yourself in this nice chilled space before you go on with your evening. Okay, exhale completely. Inhale. Very good. Let's bring those hands to your center. Bring some warmth into your hands. Bring the hands over the face. Give yourself a little massage and blinking the eyes. Open behind the fingers. Parting the fingers. Bring the hands down. Let's say namaste. Namaste, everybody. Lovely. Okay, if you'd like to continue with your evening, then I will see you all in the next class. Thank you for joining me in this 45-minute deep relaxing class. If you'd like to join me for a live deep relaxation class, head on over to Human-Movement. See you on the mat very soon.